hi, Bill.
Nice. That was a good pan. So, speaking of
pans.
Hey, I'm Bill.
I'm Kim.
Welcome to Two Bug Garage. We're not real mechanics,
but we play them on YouTube. We live in North Carolina and have two air-cooled Volkswagen Beetles.
One is a 1967 named Shirley Rose, and one is a 1973 convertible named Frankie. Shirley got back on the road in October of 2021 after being off the road for almost 34 years.
Frankie joined our family on Halloween Day 2022. We found her on Facebook Marketplace, and she chose me to save her. This is a story of how Frankie and Shirley became friends, and the adventure of bringing Frankie back to life in her new home. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to Two Bug Garage. Hey, welcome back, and this is our chocolate syrup dispenser.
Ugh,
now,
Daddy.
We had to drain the transaxle because we were getting ready to hoist this thing up on its side, as you'll see here shortly. That's disgusting.
It was really gross looking.
We just put Frankie's bottom up.
Put your in the air like you don't care.
Might hurt something.
You probably will, old man.
Yeah. So Kim did a great job cleaning the top of this off with the pressure washer last weekend, but this kind of just give you an idea what the whole transaxle looked like that. So we've been scraping this off. It's like this thick, it's just road stuff, and it's oil and dirt, and it's so satisfying to take this off. But what we're doing today is prepping this, and we're going to do POR 15 on
Paint over rust.
Paint over rust, formula number 15 on the entire chassis, and probably we might do the outside of the transaxle. We might just clean this up.
Isn't he cute? Oh, sorry, Bill. You're cute too.
Thanks. And so yeah, that's kind of where we are. We wanted to give you an update because we've kind of done a lot. We've been so into the project, we haven't been filming,
Cut your head off.
So we did get the pans welded on, which I believe I talked about in another. Ooh, look at all this undercoating's coming off too. So anyway, it's a lot of prep, a lot of scraping, a lot of chipping off of the old undercoating and brushing down the rust, and just preparing to put a fresh coat of paint on here so that she looks really good, and we can start reassembling everything on the pan and get the chassis done, and then we can start working on the body, which is over there under a cover.
Is now a good time to point out that I noticed the wreaths are still on the garage?
Yeah, and it's Christmas time. it's actually, what is today? Like
we'll just say
it's mid-January.
No. All right, we're gonna get to work.
Bye.
I enlisted some great help with doing the step 2 of the POR. That is keeping it wet with the etching stuff.
Yeah, it's got a cleaner, then you got to etch it and keep it wet, then you can paint it.
And this is keep it wet for 20 minutes, the whole thing.
Here you are taking apart the front strut assemblies. You got the anti-sway bar. And a pickle fork.
Oh my goodness.
It's a pickle fork.
That's the day I whacked my finger and it hurt for weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Like a cuckoo clock.
No, I like the second that railroad thing.
That's what I was thinking, the railroad thing.
Okay.
As long as water's not coming in the car.
Yes, we put that really good 3M seam sealer on all the seams, and it really came out great. It looks fantastic. And then what? You and the girls put quotes all over it.
Yeah, we did. We put Bible verses and quotes, and Catherine's so funny with all her Cars quotes, which is her all-time favorite movie. And there's a little Herbie, nod to Herbie coming up here. That's a quote of Napoleon on the Napoleon hat.
Nice.
And a really great quote on where the battery tray, is that what that's called?
Yeah, where the battery goes.
Is coming up. Actually, it's a Bible verse on this one.
Yeah.
about.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so we had a good time. And this will all be covered. It'll never be seen, but...
Of course, the Smurf quote.
Yeah.
And then this original dashboard was toast. It had cracked. It had holes cut in it.
I think in episode 1 we are taking the cover off.
Yeah, we knew we needed to replace it, and we talked to Bob Hicks, and we ended up getting this dashboard off of a car he had in his parts inventory, and it's in great shape. And here you covered it with some coconut oil to just kind of try and revitalize it.
Yep.
Here we are trying to check the CV joints and see if they were salvageable, which they weren't, so we had to order a bunch of new parts. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, it's Sunday, February 5th, and we did some weird stuff today. Like,
We did do some weird stuff.
yeah, we pulled the shift rod out, which runs. Let me try this here. It goes whoop. It goes from the shifter, which is located right about there. Right there.
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, there. Respect to people who do this all the time. And all the way back to
Wait, I can do it.
the transaxle.
Sit here.
Yeah. So there is a steel rod that runs through there, and it couples the transmission. When you shift the car, the rod moves and it activates the shift. That's a nice nice acting of what's happening. But the bushing that is in there, it's got like a bushing that keeps it tight and smooth. It was totally disintegrated, so we pulled that out.
Even there?
Yeah, it was gone. I mean, it's found a tiny little piece for it and just a metal clip, which is pretty typical. It's a 50-year-old car, so it's probably never been changed before. And so we got that done. We did some POR 15 on some other parts. Here,
I like painting.
right here, we got these are the tops for the strut towers. We got there's the bearings for the strut towers. We're gonna repack those, and then we did the bushings for this holds the bushings on for the sway bars, and then
No sway.
yeah, and then this is the inspection cover. Catherine did a little artwork on that. We did the underside of it because it was rusty. So just like the Daytona 500 kind of kicks off the NASCAR season, this show kicks off the show season for the year with the Southeast VW Association. These buggies drove all the way from New Jersey in February.
Drove. Not trailered.
Yeah, in buggies. And there were some just amazing cars at this show. This is always a good show. It's indoors at the Raleigh State Fairgrounds. So everybody gets to park inside. It doesn't matter what the weather is because, it could be beautiful outside or it could be snow outside. It's North Carolina. We kind of have schizophrenic weather. So, but there were just a lot of amazing cars here. We did run a parts swap table.
We did pretty good, too.
Yeah, we sold some parts, but so we didn't walk around the show as much as would have liked to. But the turnout was great. They did kind of have us all parked in real tight, so all the cars were kind of pushed up to the front of the building. But it was that's why it's a lot of open space in the back there. Oh, check this out. This little stroller. I saw a few of these getting pulled around.
Yeah, there were quite a few there.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that car.
That one's beautiful.
That car's amazing.
Hi, Shirley.
Shirley looks so good in her show. And we placed in the top 40.
Woo, woo.
And won Best Engine, which blew me away. And I won a raffle. And that thing's that's worth a lot of money, those Legos. So,
I like how you're like, top 40. Best engine. I won a raffle. What are you doing?
I'm filming you now.
Oh, look, bro.
Yeah.
Look at these. Look how pretty these are.
This is what we did today. So we mounted the new strut assemblies. Got the these are the Empi adjustable front struts for Super Beetle, and we have them lowered just a little bit, and then we repacked the bearings on the top there, and then Kim has been touching up where we scratched up the green paint and the black paint, getting the springs reinstalled with the spring compressors. So yeah. And what else did you do?
Oh, I painted the frame for the back glass.
This is the rear window frame on our high-tech drying rack.
Yeah.
This was done with the Eastwood rust encapsulator, and this is the frame. Yeah, there's the, hang on. Come on down. There we go. Yeah, Eastwood's rust encapsulator.
Platinum.
It's platinum. That means it's extra good. So.
And this is, did you say that's the POR 15?
Yeah, these were done with the struts, housings and everything were done with POR 15, much like we did on the chassis. So.
And if we had the blue, we could show you what it looks like with the blue.
Yeah.
But we don't.
So, all right.
It looks good with the blue.
Yeah. So this is the same weekend. This is the Sunday of the weekend, and we had the Winter Volksfest yesterday in Raleigh, and I showed Shirley there, and we placed in the top 40, and we won Best Engine at the show, which I was totally amazed at, but happy to take. So there were so many nice cars there. There she is, best of show in the engines. So yeah, and I just got my new interior kit from VW Upholstery out of California. I'll show you what that looks like. I think it really dresses up the frunk nice. So yeah, I just think it looks really complete now, and it's got this cool little kind of storage area, and I have inside here where I had my belts for my roof rack and all of my cleaning supplies for the show, and it just kind of, it's a snug fit in here. Much easier to do with two hands, but it comes off and just kind of hides your washer bottle, and brake fluid reservoir, spare tire well if you don't have a spare tire in there. But even without that, the side pieces just really dresses up the front nice. So
I do have something to add.
okay.
I want to put the stuff back together now.
The whole car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're working on that, honey. A little at a time.
I'm going to do the whole car back together next weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, let's maybe recruit an army of people specialized in putting Volkswagens back together. Y'all, this is one of my favorite tools ever, the Torquemeister. On the next episode, we'll deep dive into what it does.
The Torquemeister, Burgermeister.
Thanks for watching.
We'd love to see some comments. Be sure to subscribe.